By the end of this video, you're gonna finally conquer those pesky pinch harmonics. The first step to conquering pinch harmonics is to turn our guitar completely off. Seriously, I'll explain why in a second. Now I'm gonna give you a crash course on the pinch harmonic technique, but when you practice this, I want you to do it with your guitar's volume at 0. Because if you're able to play pinch harmonics acoustically, then you know darn well that you can play them when you got your guitar and your amp running at full force. So first I'll show you the best way to hold your pick to play pinch harmonics. We're gonna switch to a closer angle so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's a lot like holding your pick like you normally would, right? Only you wanna have this part of your thumb, this flesh of your thumb, close to the tip of the pick. Because you're kind of doing this sort of simultaneous thing where when you're striking, let's pretend my index finger here is the string. When we're hitting it with the pick, we're following it up with a quick, like just brushing of the flesh of our thumb here. And what that does is kind of triggers the harmonic. So the string will vibrate the pick will vibrate the string, right? And then your thumb will be able to hit that harmonic. And that's why it's called a pinch, because it's essentially what you're doing. You're pinching your pick and you're pinching the string as you're striking it. So the trick is to, when you have the tip of the pick like that, you want to have your thumb very close by, right? You don't want it like this, right? Because then your thumb's way too far away. You're not gonna be able to do it. So you got to think about every bit of space that you have between the tip of your pick and your thumb will just get in the way. So you want to hold the tip very close to your thumb. So something more like that. Now I'll show you how to hit the string to play a pinch harmonic. So let's take, for example, we're just going to use one note here, the 5th fret of the A string, right? We're going to take that note, and that's going to be our guinea pig for practicing these pinch harmonics. So when we're actually hitting the string, we're not picking it normally like this, obviously, right? Because then we're just sustaining the note and there's no harmonic to be had there. So what we want to do is, it's almost like we're attacking it at kind of a downward angle. And the reason for that is that allows the pick, right, to hit the string and then be followed up with my thumb, right? But also another part to this is where you pick the string, right, has an impact on how strong the harmonic is. And every guitar is a little bit different. So this is going to be something that you really want to experiment with and find the sweet spot on your guitar. On this guitar, I think it's right around here, close to the neck pickup. There we go. So hopefully you can hear clearly through my mic here, my voice mic that I'm picking up these harmonics with. You can hear them come forth, right? Now, if you were to just do this motion, right, picking the string and then moving across the string, you'll start to hear the differences in where the harmonics are. You hear that, right? So that's another way to help, you know, with finding the, because of course you can get the proper technique with picking it, but if you pick it on, you know, wrong part of the string, you know, with your guitar, it may not register as strong of a harmonic. So you really want to find that sweet spot. So like I said, on this guitar, it's right around here, actually closer to the middle between my two pickups here. So that rings out nice and loud. So when you do that, you'll start to find that, like, hey, it's sometimes when I hit it, I hit that harmonic. So then when you find the part where you hit the harmonic and it's the loudest, just kind of keep attacking it, right? This is just a way for you to get acquainted with where those frequencies lie on your guitar, because every guitar is different in terms of, you know, how far the string spacing is and all that kind of stuff. All that plays a little bit of a factor. So, you know, every sweet spot's going to be different. So it's very important that you discover that on your own guitar. So once you're able to achieve a pinch harmonic, right, and you find that sweet spot, then you can introduce your volume back and then try it out with some gain. All right, and if you do the same thing like I did before where I was just pinching on different parts of the string, you can really hear the variance of those harmonics. So it seems like the harmonic gets kind of like higher right, as you go up towards the bridge. But it also gets weaker. See, because I'm hitting the string with the same amount of force, right? I'm literally just moving the location of where I'm hitting it, and I'm getting different results, you know? So right there seems to be the sweet spot on this guitar. So once you find that, then just try it on different strings, you know? Try it like, you know, we'll just stick with the 5th fret here. 5th fret on the E string, high E. Right, on the B string, G string, D string, A string, E string, low E string. And I also recommend in the beginning not using a ton of gain, okay? You know, I have a decent amount of saturation in my tone here, but it's really not like gobs and gobs of gain, right? I want to be able to, again, still have the spirit of hitting those harmonics acoustically, but is really hearing how they come out when you're playing them, you know, with your favorite guitar tone. And remember, if you're able to play them acoustically, you can play them no matter what your tone is, clean or dirty. So we've covered a lot of ground with this slightly complex technique. Now, if you need to, feel free to go back in the video and rewatch whatever parts that you need to so that you can really get this technique under your fingers and practice it as many times as you need to get it down. And now that you have this powerful new technique, you are well on your way to pinch harmonic nirvana. And you're going to be able to play the pinch harmonics like all your favorite guitar players. Whether it's Billy Gibbons or Eddie Van Halen or Zakk Wylde, the technique is the same. It all comes down to what you want to do with it. And when you're practicing this technique, I want to make sure that you're progressing through it without a hitch, which is why I'm gifting you with a free survey that's going to tell you what your #1 guitar progress killer is. In just 30 seconds, you're going to find out exactly what it is that's holding you back from playing guitar the way you want to play. And then next, you're going to find out what you got to do to bust through that forever. So be sure to click here to take that survey or check the link in the description box. And if you enjoyed this lesson, be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. And be sure to check out our other relevant lessons right over here. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm Eddie with Guitar Mastery Method, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.